doghouse of the center. Here we go, getting ready for the start. And we're underway. Headed to Chaos Corner. McElrath with a good start. Swinging wide.
Shock's got it.
Yeah, Shock on the inside of McElrath, and it's going to be Cody, first one of this next corner on the 69 in the white helmet.
Oh, he tries to,
McElrath
trying to go back into him.
McElrath pushing hard, but just can't get around him yet. He'll start stalking him now.
For those of the Brazilian fans, Lopes did not get the start he needed, so he's going to have to work his way through the pack. Once again, he has the speed, just has not executed the start. Skimming across the whoops. McElrath, a little bit loose, but that looked fast. Looks like Park maybe in third, and
Colin
the Australian.
Park, and then Ryder Kingsford right behind him.
Oh no, now it's Lopes. He just passed Kingsford. As you were calling him out there, Ralph.
Still everybody chasing Shock at this point.
Well, and you gotta wonder that if you're Cody Shock, like, what sort of mental confidence boost did winning race one give you? And
well,
are you going to be able to compete?
What was it like winning your first one?
Yeah, I think that's just a big confidence booster for him. And, you know, it shows like, hey, I can get this done. I can get that win.
Kristen, Cody Shock seems to be having a great night here tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Ralph. I was speaking with his fiance, Emily, earlier in the day, and she said, I don't know if people realize how inspirational Cody's story is. He's had so many setbacks with injuries throughout his career, and he's finally starting to get some momentum, and we're seeing it here tonight. Also, something adding to his confidence, he is on the same bike that he races during the traditional season, that Club MX Yamaha, but of course, racing for Rick Ware here tonight.
Well, and Lopes is now up to third. If he could just get a good start, Jeff, he could really give Cody Shock and McElrath a run. He's going to spend a lot of energy just catching up to these two.
Yeah, you can see right there on the left, Lopes was about 4.5 seconds behind McElrath when he got into third. So now he's got to make up that gap and then try to make a pass before the checkered flag flies here in a few laps.
Here's Thompson, who is very strong in the first race for the SX2 category. He's running in fifth. He's right behind Park.
Yeah, and then the top Australian, Ryder Kingsford, he's in sixth. He had that great start. Got shuffled back a little bit.
There's Thompson's teammate, McElrath, the two riding on the Firepower Honda squad. And everybody's still chasing Cody Shock. And Cody, one of those riders, as Kristen mentioned, out of the Club MX program back in the United States where he runs during the race season in the U.S. He told me earlier today, Jeff, they do have a sand track there, so he gets a fair amount of practice on that, so that could be a huge advantage for him here today.
Well, the Club MX training facility is top-notch. It's probably the best, if not, one of, but if not the best facility anywhere in the world. They do a great job, and they've been a big part of Cody Shock's development over the years.
Kristen, that Club MX track located in South Carolina.
Another rider who previously trained there, Enzo Lopes, who is now up to third. He, however, has been training in his home of Porto Alegre in Brazil. He told me he has a sand track there, and he said it's critical on these sand tracks because of his experience to not let up on the gas, because as soon as you do, the sand will just suck you up.
Eats you alive, doesn't it, Jeff? Sand becoming quicksand in a hurry.
Well, Lopes has picked up about half a second on McElrath right now. Shock running a 55.3, McElrath right there. Lopes just a little bit off the last time around, but...
You see Park on the 43 pushing to catch up to the backside of Thompson here. There's Thompson, and there's Park right behind him.
Oh, Thompson chose a different line there. Single into that turn, running the inside line, the shorter line, and Park around the outside.
Kingsford's trying to hook onto the back of Park to have him drag him up through there. And here we go with 3 to go. Shock out in front on the outside, and here comes McElrath on the inside. Down goes Shock with a big crash, and McElrath is the new leader. Where's Lopes? Can he hurry up and catch him? Yes, Lopes gets around Shock.
Oh.
You can see the waving cross flag there, the medical flag. Everybody's got to slow down and roll through that rhythm section.
So he goes on these on-off tabletops, and going from table to table does not get the hop he needed. It kicks him a little sideways, but of course in Supercross, you crash in the middle of a rhythm section. It's like a bunch of walls in front of you. Luckily, Shock he didn't hit the up face of that jump. He kind of rolled through it, over it. His bike looks a little bent up. The front wheel and the handlebars don't look like they're in alignment, but it looks like as a rider, he's physically fine.
He fell all the way down to 5th. You see the points as we race our round standings here. McElrath extending his lead now. Lopes up into 2nd, Shock slipping into 3rd, right behind him.
Oh, Shock getting a little wild right there through the whoops.
He's got to find his rhythm. He's got Kingsford right on his tail.
Well, and there's the section that he crashed, went through there perfectly that time. And I'm interested to know if his handlebar and front wheel are twisted, because it makes it really tough to ride. You're used to everything being straight, and as you pull back on the handlebars, your arms would be even on both sides. Well, if the front end's twisted, one side's going to be shorter than the other, and if you even them out, then the front wheel's not in alignment.
Right.
So then you have to get used to that instantly. I mean, we've all had to ride with it like that, but that initial lap or two is where things get really tricky.
Well, we are on the final lap now. McElrath seems to have taken a little bit of ease as he looked over to see how far back Lopes was, almost 4.5 seconds back. Of course, Shane looking to set himself up for the super final later on tonight too, Jeff.
Yeah, he looks great. I mean, he certainly is riding with the maturity and a confidence that makes him the rider of the beat. And remember, he won this championship in
22. First year of the series, he did it for Rick Ware. Shane McElrath putting together a good night here in the opener of a doubleheader weekend at HBF Park in Perth, Australia. Shane on his way, rider out of Canton, North Carolina, to the checkered flag here in Perth. Race number 2.